Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm a fourth year from Brooklyn, New York, and I am an art history major. So I'm interested in all kinds of art and have been for a really long time. I've been dancing since I was little, I've been acting since I was little, but here at Grinnell, despite not being a theater and dance major, I have found myself quite involved with the theater community. I've acted in a couple one-acts. I was in the first big play I was ever in last semester, and I've also recently learned how to direct. I was in a directing class. I did a one-act about the end of the world, and this semester I am directing a short play called The Zoo Story. My parents are Russian, and ballet is a really important part of Russian culture, and so they sent me to dance class when I was like 2 years old, and I did that for a really long time, along with gymnastics too. And so even though I never wanted to be a professional dancer, just moving and expressing myself through movement was always really important to me. During my time at Grinnell, I've gotten to play a lot of very interesting characters. It was quite fun to do Naomi in the living room second year because I just got to be absolutely ridiculous, jumping around on stage and just having fun and flip-flopping from mood to mood. True West is the longest play I've ever been in because I was able to go so in-depth with the character. It was really rewarding, especially because it was a character that was written for a man. To play that as a woman was a really interesting exploration of like wild women and poorly behaved women. So I'm working on this play with two other fourth year friends of mine, Jacob Leader and Harry Gale, who are both theater majors who have also been involved for a long time. The three of us worked together on the play last year on True West, with Jacob acting as the director, and Harry has directed me in a one-act before, so it's really interesting to have the roles reversed and have me directing them. So we found a two-person play that allows both of them to stretch their acting dimensions. It's centered around one character who's kind of, your average Joe, just enjoying his day in the park, and he is confronted by another man who shows up and decides to start a conversation with him. And this man who just shows up has a lot of really interesting stories to tell. Some of them really weird that really send the other man for a run. So it's very interesting to see how a two-person play can keep the audience's attention for an hour, how to put variety into that, how to not freak anyone out too much. It's been really interesting to step off the stage and into the director's role and to be able to see the thing from a larger perspective, to see the kind of effect it could have. So the different experiences in terms of acting in a play and directing a play, when you're acting, you're very much in your own little world, trying to think of how you're reacting to a situation, trying to be very much in the moment. But as a director, you don't have that privilege. You have to step back and see the whole picture for what it is, and think about how everybody's motivations come together and what the overall trajectory is. So I would love to be involved in the arts, capital T, capital A, the arts, for the rest of my life. Studying art history, I think I'm going to end up in a museum, possibly either on the front end, maybe hopefully putting on shows, or maybe in the back end, like handling art, making sure it goes where it is. But I would hate to stop performing and stop doing theater, so I hope to be involved in some kind of either a community theater organization that already exists, or to find a community of artists outside of school that wants to work together and put pieces together. I am inspired by everybody who is around me. I love to see what people are thinking and doing, and then to take that as material and work with that, which is why I am so interested in curating visual art or directing performing art. Especially here at Grinnell, everybody is so creative and engaged, and just talking with them about what they're interested in inspires me.